The person I chose for this project is Anne Frank. I chose her because she is a very interesting person who had many interesting and heart-wrenching things during her lifetime. The sources that I used for this writing is the Diary of Anne Frank and Britannica. Hope you enjoy. Anne Frank was a very strong writer, so here's a few things about her life. Anne Frank was born on June 12, 1929 in Germany. She was Jewish and she had a lot of rules to obey. Some rules she had to obey were Jewish citizens could never be out past 8 o'clock, Jews could never drive or ride in cars, and Jews couldn't go to the movies or some restaurants. Jews weren't allowed to do a lot of things just because of Adolf Hitler. Here are some more things about Anne. Anne Frank had a diary. She started writing on it on Sunday, June 14th, 1942. Later on, she named her diary Kitty. She would write in it almost every day. She wrote about her feelings, her best days, her worst days, who she liked, and more. Anne was a very good writer for a 14-year-old. She never stopped writing until she passed away. Anne had boys hitting on her all the time. She had boys all over her, and they would never stop flirting with her. Sometimes, when Anne was riding her bike home from school, boys would come up to her and talk to her. She didn't like it, so she would just pretend to drop her books, grab them, and ride off as fast as she could. She met Peter, and they instantly fell in love. Anne had a very big love life. On June 9th, 1942, Anne and her family went into hiding, and them and 4 other Jews hid in a secret annex behind a bookshelf. The annex was in Anne's father's back room of his warehouse. Meep, which was someone who worked with Anne's father, smuggled food and supplies so they could survive. They stayed there for a little over 2 years. All of them got transferred to a concentration camp when they got caught. Then Anne and her sister Margot got transferred to another concentration camp the following month. Anne's mother, Edith, died in January before the evacuation. Later on, Anne and Margot died from typhus in March of 1945. They died. It was very sad when she died. A few months passed, and Anne's father was the only survivor of the Frank family. He was the one who published the Diary of Anne Frank. To this day, the book has been published in 70 different languages. Thanks for watching.